Good morning, friends. We have started for the topic marine water prawn culture. In that marine water prawn culture, we have seen number of beats. We have completed the details regarding the number of beats that are study of general characteristics or morphological study of marine prawn, food and feeding habit. Next one was selection of side, then collection of the brooders, then mating and spawning of the prawns, then development of prawns, water quality, and larval food supply also. So we have seen all these bits in detail. Dear friends, today we are going to see about the last two bits of this chapter. Here our topic is a culture of marine water prawn. So today we are going to see the last bit of this topic, this chapter, that is rearing of prawns as well as the harvesting methods. Only two bits are remaining in that chapter. Let us see about the rearing system or culture system of marine water prawns. Dear friends, there are major 4 to 5 types of the culture system is practiced in India. These are traditional or extensive culture. Second one is intensive culture. Third one is semi-intensive culture. Next one is open system. Later on it has also the another system that is called as the biofloc culture system and pen culture. So these are 4 to 5 types of the culture system in that prawns, that is marine water prawns. So let us see the one by one. First one, that is traditional or extensive type of culture method. See, here the name indicate this is a traditional type of the prawn culture. This traditional type of prawn culture is practiced all over the India, but nowadays rather suitable and well developed practices are coming. Therefore only few farmers are going towards the extensive type of the prawn culture. What happens into the traditional or extensive type of the prawn culture? Here, no doubt, in this extensive or traditional type of prawn culture, whatever the natural water resources are there, of course it is a marine water, therefore whatever the you may call as the natural water resources are there, that has to utilize. That may be in the form of the estuaries as well as the creeks and near to the beach, near to the coastal line, where the tidal water reaches very easily. In this method, the tidal water is used at a time of high tides. That tidal water will just fill up the ponds and simply fill up that particular ponds, and simply we have to carry the culture of the prawns. But even though in this system getting the water from the tidal current, so along that it should have a certain facility, like here it should be have near about that ponds, where in a traditional or extensive cultures must be having the near about 1 to 1.5 hectare in area. It may have 1 to 1.5 hectare area. That much area is required for extensive type of prawn culture, somewhat bigger. And it should be it is having peripheral ditches, the canals near about the 4 to 10 meters wide and near about 40 to 80 centimeter in depth. That means the area in which we are going to culture the extensive prawn farming, it must have near about 1 to 1.5 hectare area, and it should have reaches certain type of the channels by which water can enter into that pond, and it may have near about 40 to 80 centimeter in depth. That means water can restore for a longer period. And not only that, why it should be have the channel connection, the connectivity of channel. That means through that channels water will just reach to that ponds, that area, through the high tides. So whenever high tide is there, that high tidal water will rushes into that pond with the help of certain channels that may have 4 to 10 meter wide and near about 40 to 80 centimeter depth. So this much it is a basic requirement. What should have 1.5 up to the 1.5 hectare area. It must having connectivity with the channels. It must have particular depth. This is a basic need in case of the traditional, or you may call it as the extensive type of the culture method. Besides that, as you know that the area is too much higher, it is a traditional, therefore generally that area may have the irregular, because we are using only whatever the natural infrastructure is there, whatever the natural you may call as the topography is there. So on the basis of natural topography, whatever the system is available, whatever the structure of a piece of land is available, that has to utilize. So therefore, of course, it has the irregular type of the shape. It does not have the regular type of the shape, and the weeds as well as the smaller herbs, shrubs or smaller plants may be there. We have to remove it, and we have to remove its stems also, the stems also, and just make a uniform type of the bottom, that is even bottom. So these are very few requirement into the culture water system. So when the tidal water will comes, the tidal water reaches to the ponds and it carries a larval form, a different larval forms. We have seen in earlier lecture that the development of the prawn is having a different life stages. That is, after the fertilization, eggs are there, eggs will hatch, eggs will fertilized, and newly larvae comes out, that is known as nauplius. That nauplius will further convert into the zooia, the metazoa and mysis, and finally it ends into the juveniles, and that is through the post larvae. That means finally it reaches to the post larvae. So such type of at the same time various types of the larval stages may occur, may run off, may come through the tidal current, and they reaches to this your farm. That particular 1.5 hectare area, 1 to 1.5 hectare area is there, where you have made a little bit of certain modifications, and water will reaches. Along with that, you may call as the seeds of that prawns. What may be the seeds? Larval forms are like the seeds that may be of the zooia, metazoa, it may be the mysis, nauplius, zooia, metazoa, nauplius. So these are the, and finally to the post larva. So that larval stages will come along with the water current through the tidal current and reaches into that pond, and where it has to just simply rear up to the 60 to the 90 days. So just whatever the seeds are coming, whatever the larval forms are coming through that tidal current, that just you have to culture it. There is no need to add the additional type of the seeds, additional type of the larvae, and also there is no need of the feeding, because whenever water current is there, whenever tidal current is there, it is carrying the natural food materials in the form of microscopic algae, zooplankton, phytoplanktons, debris, and so on. So that will feeds upon that larvae will feeds upon that natural food material. This is only the, you may call as few steps, few points regarding the extensive type of the culture system. This generally in a books it is given that 0.5 to 5.0 pieces per meter square of the prawns are should be the stock, but I don't think so. Whatever the amount of fish are coming, they have to just stock it and just rear it. It is not like that we cannot segregate such type the larval stages, that is 50 or 70, but it is a scientific reason. 0.5 to the 5 pieces per meter square should be the available, should be the proper standard area for well development of this prawn into the traditional or extensive culture system. So it is one of the important culture system of the prawns, marine prawns. The second one is, please see, second one is, it is a semi-intensive type of the culture. Here, see here, in extensive type, in a that is extensive type as well as a traditional type, we are not constructing, we are not making arrangement of different type of ponds. Whatever the area is available, just we are going to utilize it for the culture. But in this semi-intensive culture, we should have to go through the certain types of the ponds, and of course you have to make of course it must be area near about the same, that is from 1 to 1.5 hectare area, and it should be provided provided with the dikes or bunds to hold the water, whatever the water which is coming through the tidal current that reaches to these ponds, and we have to just store that water with the help of making a dike or making a bund around the pond. So it is the same as good as the extensive type. It is the same intensive, but to see little bit of the modification into the extensive type. It is a version of, it is the next version of the extensive type, where we are going to just build up, just arrange a certain type of the ponds. Certain ponds are required, and you have to store that ponds with the larval stages near about 10 to, here ratio is there, near about 10 to 15 larvae per meter square is suitable. It is recommended to stock in that intensive culture type of the ponds. Here see here, I am again saying that in case of the extensive type, in case of traditional, there is no need to feed the seed and the prawns with the help of artificial type the food. Whatever the food which is coming through the tidal current, that will be the enough in that cases. But in case of the semi-intensive culture, you have to also take the care of their food and feeding also. So you should have the diet, fresh diet, as well as certain company diet type of the food material to the shrimps, and they live they left for the culture in about 90 to 120 days after the stocking. So that means it is a semi-intensive. First one was the intensive, it is the second one is a semi-intensive. What is difference? Just difference is that only just here in semi-intensive we are arranging certain little bit of the ponds to store the maximum amount of the water during the tidal current, and we are also providing food for the developing larvae. So this is the difference in between the extensive as well as the semi-intensive type of the prawn culture. The next method is, now see here, first one was the extensive, second one was the semi-intensive. Now we are going to say about little bit about the intensive type of culture. In this type of the culture also, ponds are usually near about 0.5 to the 1 hectare in size, and having designed to keep the water near about 1.5 to 2 meter in a depth. That means near about to the, keep in mind, in case of the extensive, in case of the semi-intensive, in case of the intensive also, here we have to keep the water level near about 1.5 up to the 2 meter. So it will require a sufficient amount of the water in all these three cases. So here also, in case of intensive, pond is made, and we have to maintain the water level near about up to the 2 meter, and you should have the as it is intensive, whenever you need the water, due to the evaporation, water may loss. Therefore, but to maintain the water level, therefore you should have another type of the pond in which the such type of tidal water is there. And when you need tidal water, when you feel that the water level is decreasing, at that time you have to add that water. So the reservoir of water should be there in case of intensive culture, a reservoir of water is there, and when we need that water, we have to release into the that culture ponds. And here we have seen that the stocking density has been increased, and that may be reached up to the 25 to the 60 PL. PL means here the post larval, the near about the last stage of some more larger stage of that of developing prawn. So near about 25 to 60 post larvae can be stored, can be stocked within a 1 meter square foot area. So, and it's also having we have to take the care also the feeding, and you can have the feed daily near about 4 to 6 times according to its body weight as per recommendation, and you have to supply with the aeration also, because it is a intensive. So this is about the intensive type of the prawn culture. It is a third method. Next one is open type of the system. In this type of system, it requires high water level, more amount of water, and it will require you have to just renew the water level, and therefore it is somewhat a very tedious job to go through the open system, because in this open type system you have to just renew the water, and about 20% of the water should have to be renewed depending upon the time, and near about it has stocking near about 60 PL, that is post larva per meter square, and will grow near about 35 grams within a 120 days. So the it is, so what is the drawback of this? I told that first one was the extensive, second one was the intensive, third one was the semi-intensive, and it is the open type. So what is difference here? So in this open cases, you have to it must require a large amount of the water. Not only large amount of water, there is a recommendation to just renew the water with 20% every time. Therefore it will finally it will require the greater amount of water. Therefore it is not possible to every time, but whenever possible you have to go through that open type system also. Whenever water quantity is there, season is there, and other type of the physical parameters are good there, and that time you can go through the open type of system also. It is also the one type of the system by which we can also obtain, we can culture the prawns. The next one is a biofloc culture. See here, there is a figure is also there. Might be, just wait a minute. Yeah, this one. This is the biofloc culture system. Keep in mind that this is a biofloc culture system. In a previous time, we are using the for the purpose of fishes, for the purpose of hatching, we are using such type of the portable plastic hatcheries. These are also the portable. These are, in case, see here, in case of the biofloc, this type of system can use for the fishes as well as the prawns also. In nowadays it is very popular method. It will require very little bit of the very little place, therefore it is manageable. And nowadays in other countries, in foreign countries also, such type of the biofloc are generally using. So biofloc is made up of the polythene. It is a plastic material, and that plastic material is supported with the help of certain ribs, or you may call it the skeleton, or you may call structure to support them. It may be the aluminium, that supporting structure which is covering a case. See here, in case of the figure, in this one type the blue color biofloc is there, another one is a black color biofloc is there. So this biofloc, BIOFLOCK, biofloc, it is one type of the system, tank, pond, in which it is made up of the plastic material, and it is supported by the surrounding structure that may be the made up of the iron, or you may call as the aluminum also. So these are that may be used into the farms, that is a prawn hatchery, and it is under control condition. You can maintain the temperature, you can maintain the oxygen level, and here it is very easy to maintain a number of physico-chemical properties, number of physico-chemical parameters. You can maintain the temperature, you can maintain the oxygen, you can maintain the salinity, and so on. Therefore it will give the better results than the other type of the culture system. Here it is provided with the aerators. The pipes are there, aerator is there, when it is in large scale, you need large type of the compressor, and that through the aerator tubes you can provide the oxygen to the number of ponds at the same time. So here also you have to give the continuous supply of water here, and that water must be to the having the equal chemical structure as good as the marine water. But nowadays when we talk about the biofloc culture, so just they are putting just only the salt in that water. Whenever it is the fresh water, they are making the saline water, and that they are simply using such type of water for the prawn culture. And not only that, that prawn also are giving a better growth and results also. So you can have such type of the, you can culture such type of the prawns into the biofloc culture system. This biofloc, it is a very smaller structure. It is a tank, it is a plastic tank, it is plastic type of material coated with a certain particular type of the plastic, and it is having a provision of the inlet, the outlet, as well as the water circulation, as well as the oxygen is also there. So this is having also the good results, no doubt, during the culture. See here also you have to have a particular type of the stocking rate. In this system also you have a particular type of the stocking rate. But here when you see about the stocking density from extensive culture up to this one, that is biofloc, the stocking density is gradually increasing. So why it is increasing? Because it has the additional type of facilities. Which facilities? We can maintain the water quality very well, we can provide the fresh oxygen, we can manage the salinity, we can just manage the food and food of that particular fish species, prawns. So therefore you can just have a higher density, higher stocking density into of the post larva in this biofloc also. So this biofloc is also one of the famous type of, which is not given in the book here, but this biofloc is having the one of the we call as the famous type of the culture. In this biofloc, these Vietnamese prawns are giving very better results than the such type of the Pinus indicus as well as the Pinus modon. So nowadays in India also we are going to culture the Vietnamese prawns. Therefore it can be used very well into the this for the marine water prawns also. It is regarding the biofloc culture system. Let us say about the next one, that is the last one, that is the pen culture. You have been seen the figure of the, it is open, it's here, it is the figure of the open culture system, it is a biofloc culture system, it is here, it is a, now I am just going to enlarge the figure image. It is a pen culture. This pen culture is nothing but, here you have to use different type of the nets according to the stocking size of the fish as well as the prawns also. And in this pen culture you have to just arrange pens. Pen means here it is a wall of the nets. What is pen? Pen is nothing but the, you have to arrange a particular mesh size net into the water body near about the landing center, near about the beach, and you can use whatever the natural water is available. Here we are not going to build up a pond, just we have to arranging, just we have to erecting the pens, net wall, mesh, a particular mesh net wall which is supported by the bamboo poles or any type of suitable type of the material, and you have to just capture, you just stock and store the fish seeds, as well as you can also store the prawns also in that pen system. So here maintenance is very less, mind well. In case of what is the benefit of the pen culture? In pen culture, it is maintenance is very easy. Why? Because it is already operated into the large and open type of the water, brackish water, marine water, nearby the beach, nearby the creeks, or nearby the estuary. Where is the location where you can use? You can use that pens. What is pens? Pens is nothing but the erected wall of the net which is supported by the bamboo pole or another any type of the suitable material. So you can also, when it is a large amount of the water at that time, ultimately it will give the renewal of water naturally, as well as with the help of water current, natural food material will enters into the that pens, and fish will get every time the fresh water as well as the fresh type the live food material, fresh food material, and therefore this can also use for the purpose of the prawn. So these are the several methods for the wait a minute. These are the several methods for the culture of the prawns. What we have seen number one is the extensive, it is also known as the traditional type. Second one is the intensive. Third one is the semi-intensive. Next one is the open type. Next one is of the bioflak culture, and last one is a pen culture. So these are 4 to 5 numbers of the culture system, rearing system into the marine pond. Let's see about the last bit. Within a couple of minutes I am going to see that method of harvesting. There are chiefly two methods of harvesting. One is simply the draining of the pond, and the other one is the netting of the pond. So in the first case, that is the draining of the pond, simply the name indicate, you have to just simply drain out the pond. Whatever the water is there, that water is released through the, you may call as the outlet, and that outlet are provided with a particular type of the mesh size nets. And with the help of that mesh size net, we can also due to the along with the current of the water, that prawns will move towards the outlet, and you can easily capture to the outlet with the help of nets. So net has to be fixed. Net has to be the place near about the or close to the outlet where water is going to the going to the release. So in this method, just simply you have to drain and you have to collect that prawns. Second one is netting. So with the help of the netting, here in this case netting, you did not need require to drain the pond. In draining pond, you have to just only leave the water, entire water. You have to just empty, you have to make empty the pond in case of the draining system. In case of netting system, you does not require to drain the water. Just simply you have to operate, you have to capture these prawns with the help of the different type of nets. So for netting the shrimps or prawns within a pond, either small or large size net we can use. The water level of that pond and should be the reduced near about 0.5 to 7.5 meter deep, and here with the help of the labor we have to collect it. And mind well, as we know that each and every pond in this prawn culture, each and every pond is getting the water through the tidal current. Keep in mind that in all the cases, in all the culture system, we are just getting the free water from the sea, from the estuarine, from the creeks, along with the tidal currents. So during the high tide, if you are going to practice the netting into the, you may call as the high tides, it is not possible. Therefore you have to operate the operation of the harvesting during the low tide, when water level is low. So you can just perform the netting as well as the draining at the, you may call as a low tide, when there is a at least water current is there. You can just use one, or that means draining method, or you may can use the netting method. So these are simply two methods of harvesting. One is a draining method, another one is a netting methods. So here, dear friends, yes, here we are going to finish the entire topic. Mind well, we are going to finish the entire topic, the culture of marine water prawns. And if you are in difficulties, please ask me. You have my phone number, as well as on the WhatsApp also you can use, and you go through the notes as well as you go through the PPT. I had also given the notes as well as the PPT also. So if any doubt, please ask me. And just I repeat again, we have seen in this chapter, we have seen bit number 1, study of the general characteristics of the prawn, food and feeding habit of the prawn, selection of the site, collection of the brooders, mating and spawning of the prawns, development. Next bit is the water quality for culture, prawn rearing, larval food supply, and method of fishing. That means that is netting as well as the draining of the pond. So one bit is that is food and feeding habit, as well as the larval food supply is one on the similar, and we have completed that larval food into the first bit. Second one bit, that is food and feeding habit. In this larval food supply, you know very well that prawns is just changing their feeding habit. Initially it was the herbivorous, and later on it will convert into the finally the carnivorous type of the feeding habit. So here we finish the entire topic. Thank you very much.